viewers, this is Nidhi. Today I am explaining different method to read tokens from the scanner object. Here are different methods. Next short, it is used to store the integer value that is not very long. If we want to store the long value, then we can use long, next, long, and parenthesis and semicolon, and next int for storing the integer value. Here for floating value means for decimal value, fractional value, we can use which method? Next double and next float method. Next float method is used for storing the short values, and next double method if you want to store any decimal value and having a large number, then you can store with the method next double. And if we want to store any string, then we can use only the next and parenthesis and the semicolon. For storing a sequence of strings, a sequence of character like any line, then we can use a next line method to store the value, to read the value through the scanner class. Then start now. One program given here. Write a program in Java to input the name and basic salary of an employee and calculate the gross salary and net salary based on the input value of by the user, like input salary. Here dearness allowance given. Dearness allowance means like on the salary, then the company providing to the employee some percentage on the basic salary. Here DNS allowance given 30% of the basic salary, and HRA means house rent allowance. It is 12.5% of the basic salary, and provident fund, this is PF, 10% of the basic salary. How we can calculate the gross salary? Formula already given in the question program. Gross salary we can calculate by adding the basic salary plus DA plus HRA. Then this is the gross salary. And how we can calculate the net salary? Net salary is equal to gross salary minus the provident fund. Let's start now. Solution of this program. Firstly, import, because using the Java class, scanner class, then import java dot util dot asterisk. Okay, import java dot util dot asterisk. Then the class name you can take any class name. Then the main function line, public static void main string args. Then write down public static void main, void main string args. String s is in capital. Then args is a variable for string. Then again open the curly braces. Then we are calculating inputting the value, the name of the employee, then basic salary. Then firstly take the all variables, and variables like a basic salary, it is an integer. Then take the integer data type. For basic salary we can take the variable like B, and all DA, HRA and PF all are in decimal form. In fractional form, then take in the double. Then take the data type double. Then declare all the variable. Declaration is important, otherwise program will show error. Then double, then DA, this variable, then HRA, then PF, and we can also take the net salary and gross salary also in the double. Then gross salary GS and net salary NS. These are all are the variables. Which type variables? Double. Double is a data type. Here integer is a data type, and these all are the variables. Then assume, maybe you can assign the value starting value to these variable, like gross salary is 0 if any error occur, and net salary is also 0. And one more thing given in the question, input the name of an employee. Then when we are inputting the name of an employee, then string data type we will use. Then data type is string, S is capital, name is a variable, string name, or you can take N also in short. And then give any message like according to the program, enter the name of employee. So how we can show the message? With the help of output statement, system.out.println, system.out.println. Enter the name of employee, and you will write enter the name of the employee. Then it will enter the name. How we can enter the name? Through these methods. Like this method is for entering the word. Any word if you want to enter, like first name you want to enter. Suppose you want to enter any name. Then name, it is a surname and last name, first name and last name. Then we will use here which method? Next line method for storing the name. Then you will take this method I am showing here. Name is a variable, and one more thing is left here. I am explaining scanner. Like we are using through the scanner method. Then firstly you will declare, after the declaration or before the declaration we will use the scanner. Scanner not here given. This is a scanner. Then scanner is a class and their object maybe in A, B, C, X, Y, Z, any object. Scanner is equal to new scanner system dot in. New scanner system dot in. This is what? Scanner is a class, in is the object of this class, and new is a memory operator, and for storing the memory area space, and scanner here also given the constructor for storing the inputting the value from the user. Like we are inputting with the help of a scanner. Then here the object of the class, scanner class, we will use for entering the value. Then in case of name, you will write name is what? Name is a variable. Okay, here we have taken N. Then we will write here N. N is a variable. N is equal to in you will write object dot next line. In dot next line. Then through this method we can enter the name of an employee. Clear? Next is enter basic salary. After entering the basic salary, then we can calculate the gross and net salary. Then next statement is enter basic salary. Then you will write system dot out dot print enter within a double quotes enter basic salary. Like when you run the program after compiling, then output screen like a terminal window firstly show what? First message this, enter the name of employee, then you will enter the name, and through this method it will store the name in N variable. And second message is displayed like enter basic salary. Then basic salary is a for basic salary and it is a integer type, then we can use it this method next int. Then basic salary variable is B. Then B is equal to object of the class scanner is in dot next int. Then we can enter the basic salary of employee. Next, INT. Rest of the program I am writing. Wait a minute. After entering the basic salary, then we can calculate the percentage of dearness allowance on the basic salary. Then formula for this is dearness allowance, DA, dearness allowance is equal to, how we can calculate it? Dearness allowance is equal to basic salary and percentage. Basic salary is stored in a B variable, then into percentage here given, dearness allowance 30% given, then 30 upon 100. Then it will calculate the dearness allowance on the basic salary and store in DA variable. Then in the same way, then house rent allowance is equal to basic salary into 12.5 upon 100. Then we can calculate the house rent allowance. In the same way, then dearness, then HRA DA, then we can find out the gross salary. Gross salary formula is basic salary input by the user and dearness allowance calculated here, and HRA house rent allowance is already calculated here. Then we will use it, the formula for basic. For gross salary, then gross salary, which variable taken? Gross salary GS variable taken. GS is equal to B basic, then B plus DA plus HRA. After inputting, it will take all the values because basic salary input by the user and DHRA calculated here. Then it will find out the gross salary, and we can print it also by the system.autoprint method. Then we can also find out the net salary. Net salary formula is gross minus PF, and on the PF also percentage given 10% of the basic salary. Then firstly calculate the PF. PF is equal to basic salary into how many percentage? 10% given, and 10 upon 100. Then we can calculate the PF on the basic salary. After calculating the PF, then we can find out the net salary. Then net salary NS is equal to basic salary. Then find out. Then gross salary we have calculated here. Then you will write the variable name GS minus PF, Provident Fund, GS minus PF. After writing this, then it will automatically calculate the net salary and store in this variable. Then we have calculated what? Then entered by the employee name also entered, then basic salary input by the user, then house rent allowance, then dearness allowance, then here also calculated and solve the gross salary and the net salary of the user. How we can print it? With the help of output statement. Same, system dot out dot print, and we are showing the number of statement output. Then use ln for different line output. System dot print ln, then name of employee within double quotes, name of employee is equal to, then plus name of employee stored in which variable? N. Then write down here N. In the same way, then system dot out dot print ln dot out dot print ln, then gross salary is equal to plus gross salary stored in GS variable, then variable name write down, bracket close, and in last system dot out dot print ln net salary is equal to plus NS. After writing all the statement, then you will close two brackets, first for the main function and second for the class. After writing the whole program, then firstly you will compile the program and check the error in the program. and after executing the program, when you run the program, then it will show first message, enter the name of employee, then it will show enter basic salary of employee. After entering both things, then it will calculate the DNS allowance, house rent allowance, and gross salary and net salary of employee. Okay, maybe it's clear. Then I will also explain more programs. Now I'm showing one more program written here. A shopkeeper offered 10% discount on the printed price of a digital camera. Suppose maybe any digital camera purchased by the customer, then shopkeeper providing a 10% discount on that price. And however, a customer has to pay 6% GST on the remaining amount. So write a program in Java to calculate the amount to be paid by the customer by taking the printed price as a input. It means we will input here what? The price of the camera. Then let's start the program. Firstly write the import line. Import java dot util dot asterisk or scanner you can write also. All are correct. Then class then class name G taken here, then open the curly braces, public static void main and string args. Then again open curly braces. After writing the main function and the class keyword, then use variables and scanner object. First create the scanner object. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system, new scanner system dot in, then semicolon, and after writing the scanner, taking the scanner class as a object, sc as a object of the scanner class, then declare the variables. Double is a data type for all variables. Double double double. Then now the variable price and GST and discount and rest of the variable we will take during the program. Okay, then enter the printed price of camera. Then statement system dot out dot print ln message, enter the printed price, enter the printed price of the camera. Printed price of the camera or the printed price of the digital camera. Then it will enter by the user. We are taking the then semicolon. We are taking price of the digital camera in variable p. Then p is equal to sc dot next double, then parenthesis and semicolon. Okay, and next is discount. How we can get the discount? Discount given on d is equal to p printed price into 10 into 10 upon 100. Okay, then we can get the discount. And what is the amount left after the discount? Then maybe we can store in left amount L is equal to, then one more variable take here L, okay, L is equal to then price minus discount, then GST we are finding. GST on the left amount, GST is equal to L left amount into 6% given, then 6 upon 100, okay, GST find out. Then after GST, then GST will be add in the paid amount. Then paid amount may be stored in variable paid P. Take the P variable, P already taken, then paid by, then paid amount of customer is equal to price means after discount, that price after discount, this is the L is a left amount, then L here plus GST, because GST paid by the customer, then show the printed amount, then system dot out dot print ln paid amount is equal to, that is paid by the customer, plus stored in PP, then close bracket, then parenthesis close, then this, or maybe here this one, okay, then compile. Now we are compiling. When we compile, then one error like semicolon not given here, then put the semicolon. I'm showing you errors, otherwise the program we can also correct it, but how we can check our program? Then again compile, again showing error. What is the error? Okay, error showing here. Then PP is not declared here, then also declare this variable PP, then compile, then see no syntax error, okay. One more time see the program if any error. Let's see here what is the price of the camera, the spelling, and we can show the discount also if you want to show. Suppose for checking, maybe it is 100 or so on, okay, then it is correct. Compile the program, again no syntax error, close window, this window, and here it is a icon of the class icon of the program G. Then right click here, click on void main option and click on OK button. This is a terminal window. Enter the printed price of the camera. The cursor is blinking here, enter. Suppose it is 10,000. Press enter key. Then paid amount is equal to 9540, because 6% GST, after the 6% GST and 10% discount, suppose 10,000, and then find out the discount, and this is the answer, and the paid amount done by the given by the user, it means by the customer, okay. Now it's clear. If you are satisfied with my video, then please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.